What's up everybody, this is BC. Welcome back to another video. I wanted to make this video because as I continuously get new messages, I get inspired to make certain types of videos, and for this particular video, it's going to be directed towards people who are either in the process of getting the real estate license or somebody who is newer in the industry, maybe a couple months in, maybe a year in, and who still has not procured their first sale, whether they got a listing and sold it or got a buyer and sold it, okay? And I'm going to keep this as condensed as possible and give you some very easy, actionable steps to help get you towards that first sale. Because once you get that first check and you get that first deal under contract, first deal closed, you do, because of that experience, learn, and you also get a little bit more confidence and you get a surge of, we can call it certainty, because you're like, okay, I can do this, right? It gives you that internal, we can call it hope, even though I don't like that word. We can give it that, because then it solidifies and it really gives credibility to everything you've been listening to and applying, because you finally got that check and you got that result you were looking for. Okay, so if you're somebody who's newer, meaning you are in the process of getting your license, or you're right about to get your license, or you just got it, okay? We're gonna start at this half and then we'll talk about this half. But a lot of this stuff is still applicable, okay? You need to immediately pick a brokerage, right? Make sure that if possible, they give you some training, some support, and that kind of stuff. However, this is an answer to this question for most people. Your brokerage will only help you so much. At the end of the day, it's you, your dedication, your activities, and everything that you do that's going to determine how successful you are. You're coming in at a great time because the market is shifting, meaning less people are going to get into the industry, which is actually a benefit for you. And it's not like when I joined 5 years ago. You know, just myself alone with what I provide. If you watch all my old videos, you go to my videos and you click oldest to newest, and you start going through in chronological order all the old videos that I posted of my journey and tips and, you know, how to get listings and all that stuff. You will have more than enough to get, you know, the ground running or hit the ground running and have some success, because I'm sharing with you everything that I did in the beginning, right? Not only that, there's other coaches and mentors and people who have put stuff online too. Now we may have conflicting information, but I would just recommend you pick one. If it's me, pick it and just do everything that I say. If it's the next guy, pick him and do everything he says. Do not fall into the mistake of trying to pick and choose. Well, I like Bryan here and I like this guy here. All that's going to do is confuse you, warp your mind, and then you're going to be stuck in inaction, not taking any action, and then wondering why you're not getting a result. Okay? So do that to start with, okay? Again, the brokerage is not that important. It is, but at the same time, you have more than enough resources if you get off your ass and you actually do some work and research, which doesn't take much time. You'll find myself or some other people who will give you what you need to hit the ground running. But do some research. Go on my channel, right? A lot of people watch one video of my channel or somebody else's and then send a long-winded email which contains questions that are answered in videos. Do some research, okay? Secondly, start working on your sales skills. People say, how? Well, I have a ton of training, even for free on YouTube, on sales skills. You have people like Tom Hopkins, Mike Ferry, right? Brian Tracy, Zig Ziglar, you know, Jim Rohn, who do sales stuff and non-sales stuff, right? To work on your mindset, give you some inspiration and that kind of stuff. Jordan Belfort is great, right? Grant Cardone is great. There's a bunch of people who teach sales, right? Get on their programs, buy their stuff. It doesn't matter, just do it. If you don't have the money, watch all our free shit. Start perfecting your craft, because what you learn in the classroom versus what you apply in the field is going to be two completely different things. And let me tell you, and if you don't understand sales and get at least a baseline understanding and skill set, you're going to get slapped in the face with reality once you get into the business, because you're going to realize, oh my gosh, where am I going to get business? Okay? No matter what you do, you're still going to have to talk to a customer, meet with them, get them to sign a contract, and guide them through the process. So your ability to communicate is going to be very important. Now, part of that process of getting better is experience. So you have to be okay not knowing in the beginning. You have to be okay being uncomfortable in situations. It's a part of the process, okay? So you really have to nail down those sales skills and get going. Number two, for the people who are either about to get the license or before, start building your sphere of influence, right? Which is the people that you know. Anybody you interact with, restaurants you go to, accountants, your barber, anybody, friends, family, friends, everybody. And start letting them know, hey, I'm gonna get my license. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who's going to buy or sell soon? I'd love to help them. Tell me. Right? That's how I got Antonio. Shout out to him. Old friend of my family's. He ended up buying a house. I had to open the deal under my broker's license because I hadn't gotten issued my license yet. I had to get help from them. I didn't know what I was doing, number one. Number two, I didn't have my license yet. So of course, we had to do it with somebody else. But that's how I did my first deal. I didn't wait until I got my license to finally tell people. That's how I did it. So you can do the same, right? So between learning sales skills, right, which again is studying, and also role playing and practicing with people, getting in front of people, getting on the phone with other partners. Oh, well, I can't find any partners in my brokerage. Look online. You have plenty of Facebook groups. You can connect in my comment section, which I recommend you do right now. Tell people you're new, you're up and coming, where you're from. Give each other your phone numbers off YouTube and connect and talk to each other in this comment section. I've built a huge community of people, new, intermediate, and advanced, in real estate and sales and outside of real estate and sales that you can connect with. Same thing with my Modern Success group. Shout out to them. We have over 160 members now in my personal coaching and mentorship program. It's crazy. Connect with each other in this comment section and out. Find these people to role play with. Okay? That is going to give you more confidence, right? Because the next point that I want to give you is you being new and inexperienced doesn't mean you have to start selling shitty homes. Doesn't mean you can't get on the phone yet or go door to door and you have to practice first before you do it. All these limiting fucking things you hear from people, forget it. Just go, okay? When you present yourself with energy and enthusiasm and you're dedicated to your craft and you are learning, you have coaching, you have help, right? You'll be okay. Some people, sure, they won't use you, but they wouldn't have used you anyway, okay? They might say, oh, you're too young, whatever. That's gonna happen. Be okay with that. Stop resisting it. Because if you keep going after other people, someone's going to give you a shot, just like they gave me and everybody else who's advanced and at the top or in the middle. And then you're going to get your break, you're going to get your deal, and then from there you build that momentum, like I said. Okay? So that's it, right? You study, you get some sales skills, and you get out there and you take some action. Boom! There you go. Right? Again, watch the videos, get some baseline understanding of what approach you'd like to use, and you apply it. That's it. Stop perverting, oh, well, what tie should I use? Forget all that extra shit. Just go and do it. Okay? Now let's segue to the people who have just gotten licensed and maybe are a year in. You need to, again, do what I said here, but at the same time, you need to take a step back and analyze and say, if I track everything I've done in the last week, month, year, what am I actually doing? What activities am I engaged in? And do they match up with what I'm studying? You follow me. Cold call, door knock, follow up, work on your skills. Well, if you look at your day-to-day schedule and only 30 minutes of those activities are in your schedule, then you're not doing what I say, you're not following the blueprint, and no wonder you're not getting the result. Okay? So if you haven't gotten anything after a year, you need to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not doing something right. It's not the market, it's not the clients, it's not the people, it's me. I need to work on my skills. I need to make phone calls and door knock more. I need to do more open houses, whatever it is. You need to take responsibility and say, I need to make a change or a shift here. Okay? One thing I'm going to suggest to you, and this suggestion can go to the other people too, is you need to start going not to these realtor mixers, but networking events outside of real estate as well. Okay? The realtor events are cool. Maybe you can go there to show your face once or twice, but from my experience, they tend to be the same people saying the same stuff and doing the same thing. I want to get out to other groups and meet people and connect with them, right? I want to go to community stuff, right? If you want to do charity stuff, whatever it is, get out there and mingle. Chamber of Commerce is a great place to go to too. Even if they already have realtors, go anyway. It doesn't matter, okay? Get yourself out there, right? You see one of those signs from a builder in a new lot, go there. If you see people on site, go there and talk to them and ask them, hey, is the builder here, right? Is the manager here? Somebody I can talk to. Call off the number. You know that deal I told you guys that we put together? It's under contract in Laguna Beach for $4.8 million, which is to date my highest under contract. I'm not going to close for a while, but it's pending. The new development. You know how we got them? We called the number, right? Now that number ended up not being the actual developer's number, but we, through some research, actually found his number, and we got a hold of him, and he answered, and he talked to us, and we put the deal together. So it was actually a call. It wasn't, oh, we knew him or we got hooked up. No, it was a call that generated that, a phone call. Okay? So that's the power in that. Do that. You will be surprised what a phone call can do or an in-person visit. It's insane, the power of it. Okay? For those people here, brand new to a year, you need to really, really buckle down and adhere to a strict schedule. The number one thing I see missing with the people from just started to maybe a year in, maybe a little bit more, is you still are flying by the seat of your pants. You still don't have a schedule. And what I mean is you allow interruptions like this. Well, hey, Bryan, let's say it's me. Bryan, I need to go to the doctor tomorrow. Can you take me between 10 and 11 a.m.? And you agree to it because you let them tell you that your schedule is flexible. It is not. That was the first thing that I put my foot down on to people around me. I said, you may think I don't have the set 9 to 5, but my schedule is my schedule. I'm available from this time to this time, and that's it. Period. And you will respect that. But you let other people abuse your time. You let them agree, and you agree that, well, I don't have a real job, so, my schedule is flexible. That's a myth. Your schedule is not flexible. It's fixed. If it's flexible, then your income and your results are going to be flexible, and you don't want that. Okay? So eradicate that out of your system immediately. Immediately. Number 2, brand new to 1 year. You need to set up and get yourself some accountability partners. Not that you completely depend on, but some people that you can connect with that you'll talk to each other. You'll track your numbers together. You'll keep each other inspired in moments of feeling down, because when one's feeling down, maybe the other one's feeling like he or she is on cloud 9, and the other one can pull the other one up, right? I had that in the beginning. Man, that was priceless. And I was lucky and fortunate enough to go to some of the events, like, the Mike Ferry Superstar Retreat, and meet some really, really cool people, advanced people selling a ton of homes. And I was able to connect with them, role play with them, use them as accountability. It was awesome. But I had the balls to step up to those people and say, I'm new, I need some help. Will you role play with me? Will you be my accountability partner? And out of 100 that I asked, probably 97, 98 told me, shoot, new guy. But 2 gave me a shot, and then from there, everything else blossomed. So find those accountability partners and tell those people, like I said in the first point, this is my schedule. You will honor it, period. Okay? Just doing those 2 things, you're going to already build some momentum. Okay? Number 3 is you need to create, for those of you that are new and up to 1 year or more, right? And again, this applies to the newer people too. You need to create a lead follow-up system. That's the word, system. What is a lead to you? You need to define it. How often are you going to call? Are you just going to call? Are you going to text? Are you going to do emails? Are you going to drop by? Are you going to send a mailer? Are you going to do video? What are you going to do? What system are you going to apply? 80% of your business, maybe even more, is going to come from lead follow-up, not your first call and closing and looking pretty. All the shit you see online about the 1 call closes, that's great, but you missed the 50 or 60 or 100 before that we got told to go fuck ourselves, and now we'll do it later, and we couldn't get the yes. It's going to come from lead follow-up. Create a system. Follow mine, follow this guy's, that guy's, it doesn't matter. But follow a system. Otherwise, all the efforts that you're doing in prospecting and gathering up leads and lead generation will be wasted because you don't have a lead follow-up system. Okay? Now, you need to define a lead, and then you need to determine the frequency at which you contact them and what you say, what you give them, and all that stuff. Okay, there's a gazillion systems out there. Find one, pick one, and stick with it. Okay, I don't care whose it is. Just find a damn system and stick with it. All right? This is the last one. If you're really feeling either brand new getting in or you're 0 to 1 year in, super unconfident, find somebody in your office to help you on your first listing, on your first buyer, even if you have to give them money. You know why? Because then you can watch how they move, how they talk, especially if you feel that person is qualified enough to follow them and listen to them, and you maybe admire them already. Okay? Give up half the deal, give up 30%, whatever it is, because you know what? That experience is going to allow you to open up more deals. 50% of a deal is better than 100% of nothing. Now, one of the last mistakes that I'll talk about, and I'll end the video, is people look at brokerages, and you guys shop brokerages, and this is what I don't get. A lot of agents, newer agents, intermediate agents, whatever, you guys are shopping brokerages based on just the split. And then on the flip side, you'll complain when a seller wants to shop agents based only on the commission. You're doing the same thing, yet you expect the clients not to do that to you. Are you kidding me? Look at the value being offered, not just the split. Wake up. Because then when the customer complains and says, well, that guy charges 5 and you charge 6, we now complain about that. Yet you're exhibiting that same behavior. Okay? So, don't pick a brokerage based on the split. Secondly, when that agent's going to help you, if they ask for half the deal, whatever. Take advantage of that because you're going to be with them for a while. Pick their brain, ask them questions because now they're going to make money off of it. Of course they're going to give you their time. But that time and the nuggets that you get from them can prove to be 100% invaluable in the long run, okay? And I know a lot of people who did that and then ended up actually, after that, doing pretty well because of that one experience. So they were fortunate and happy, and they look back and say, I'm glad I gave that person half my deal because look where I'm at now, okay? So I'll end it here. Maybe I'll make this a series. Appreciate you guys being here. As I said, comment below where you're from, how long you've been in the business, where you're at. If you want some role play partners, make sure you guys connect with each other. It's a great place to do so. Make sure you like the video as it helps the channel grow. Share this, especially for the newer people in the industry. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're growing pretty quickly. We're already at almost 104,000. I finally got that little check mark, which is pretty cool. Lastly, if you're a real estate agent, especially if you're a real estate agent, get on my Modern Success program. We have over 160 active members in it. I have realtors, non-realtors, but it's a great way for you to connect with some high-level people. It's at bryancasella.com in the description below. Everything else I offer is there. Salute to Team BC. We'll see you on the next video.